Hi, my name is David Scanlon. As a building manager at the Pinnacle, which is an apartment building of 95 apartments, my role was to oversee the day-to-day running of the building. The project was the hot water pipe replacement, fire rating of apartments and basement water ingress. When I first met Stephen and started working with him, I found him easy to get along with, and information he was giving myself and the EC was easy to understand compared with other consultants. The service Stephen provided was outstanding. He was quick to respond to all emails and phone calls. He also provided a lot of samples and other things that were over and above the duties that he had to perform at the Pinnacle. I highly recommend Stephen for any of your property and project needs. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Aaron Dendel from CJ's Demolition. I'm a director here at this company. We specialise in commercial, retail and residential demolition strip outs. One key project we worked with Stephen Cromie on was a residential 3-level terrace strip out in Glebe. There was elements of structural demolition, internal strip outs and minor excavation for a plunge bore. First impressions of Stephen Cromie. He was well spoken, well mannered and very transparent when dealing with. Working with Stephen, one thing that stood out was his ability to liaise with both the clients and his trades and his respect for all. I would highly recommend Stephen for any of your consultancy or building needs, and I look forward to working with him again in the future.
Hi everyone, my name is Red Sharan and I'm the Director of Nationwide Demolitions New South Wales at Demolition and Strip Out Company based in Sydney. We service a lot of major clients in the construction industry, but today I'm here to talk to you about my dealings with Stallion Property Group and its Director Stephen Cromie. I've known Stephen for a number of years now and I've been fortunate enough to work with him on a few projects, namely being a lot of high-end residential refurbs and alterations. I think the last project we completed for him was an apartment upgrade in King's Cross. I've also been able to price up work for Stephen and Stallion Property Group recently, involving strata remediation projects all over Sydney. A lot of them being quite major works to rectify and repair waterproofing issues and so on and so forth. I enjoy working with Stephen a lot because, unlike my other clients, our relationship is a little bit more personal. And when I mean personal, I like to clarify that Stephen is transparent in his dealings with his subcontractors. He's extremely informative, extremely trustworthy and honest. He's always there to offer great advice and help if we need it. Everything's pretty much black and white with him, so what you get is what you see is what you get pretty much. Stephen as a consultant, I think he has the advantage to other consultants because he actually has first-hand dealings on site and experience on site. So he understands what obstacles or hurdles will arise and how to resolve those issues as opposed to other consultants who are pretty much more just office-based. Not everything's just paper format for him. He actually knows hands-on stuff, so that makes a big difference when we're trying to, as contractors, trying to explain to Stephen the issues that we have or the problems that might arise and why they will arise, and obviously how to fix those problems before they arise. I thoroughly enjoy working for Stephen and Stallion Property Group, and I would highly recommend him for any of your next project or property needs.
Hi, my name's Tim. I'm the business manager at Petty Remedial. I look after Petty Remedial as a whole, which includes the operation side of the business, the administration side and the business development side of the business. Our first impressions with Stephen were very good. He was very thorough with his work, always constantly available for us to communicate with. He was very detailed. All his documentation was very detailed, pretty much to the T. We find that lacking with other consultants. Sometimes you won't get apples with apples or oranges with oranges. You might get an apple and orange type of tender process because the documentation and the detail in the documentation isn't quite there. What stood out most about Stephen was throughout the whole process, so not only just in the tender process, but during construction phase as well. Stephen was very communicative during the tender process. Again, everything was very detailed, and we knew what we were getting into. During construction phase, again, he was very communicative. He'd always be able to attend inspections when requested, even with short notice. We would highly recommend Stephen for any future projects, client-side project management especially. Again, he's very thorough, and he's always there to communicate with you, so you always know what you're getting into and what you're getting, essentially.
Hi, my name's Steve Bain from LR Technologies. I'm privileged today to say a couple of quick words on behalf of Stephen from Stallion Property Group. I've known Stephen for a number of years now and worked on a raft of different projects, everything from inner city living through to landscaping, large landscaping works, and also apartment style of developments. I've always found Stephen to be an amazingly genuine, open and honest bloke. The work that he does for his customers is unbelievable. He's very, very insistent on WH&S and tabling the finished product that people are paying for. I could not go further than highly recommending this young man for any current and or future works. Thanks so much. Bye now.